Hi students, welcome back to my channel Get In Bio World. In our previous video, we already started our next new lesson, Cell, the unit of life. And we learn about cell, what is cell, an overview of the cell, and the types of cell means eukaryotic and the prokaryotic cell. Now, in this video, we will see eukaryotic cell in detail. So, the eukaryotic cell include all protist, plant, animal and fungi. These protist, plant, animals and fungi are the examples of the eukaryotes. In eukaryotes, cells is an extensive compartmentalization of cytoplasm through the presence of the membrane-bound organelles. Membrane-bound organelles are present in the cytoplasm, which is consists of the compartmentalization of the cytoplasm. An eukaryotic cell possesses an organized nucleus with the nuclear envelope. Inside the eukaryotic cell, this is the cell, an organized nucleus is present, which is covered by with a nuclear envelope. इसके surrounding में क्या होगा? A envelope is present or a protective covering is present, which is called as the nuclear envelope because it covers the nucleus, and nucleus is well organized. It is present in eukaryotic cell. Now, in addition, eukaryotic cells have a variety of complex locomotory and cytoskeletal structure, and their genetic material is organized into chromosome. This is the prokaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cell is consists of the well-organized nucleus, and the nucleus surrounded by the cell nuclear membrane, and this nucleus consists the organized chromosome. And all eukaryotic cells are not identical, means in different animals different types of the eukaryotic cells are present which are not similar to each other. Now, plants and animal cells are different as the former possess cell wall, plastid and larger central vacuoles. The cell wall, plastids and central vacuoles which is present in the plant, but all these are absent in the animal cell. Cell wall is absent in animal cell, plastid is also absent in animal cell, and the large central vacuoles, which is the one part of the animal cells, which is the one part of the plant cell, but it is absent in the animal cells. Now, on the other hand, animal cells have a centriole which are absent in almost all plants, but in the animal cell, centriole is present and it is absent in the plant cells. So, let us look now at the individual cell organelles to understand their structure and function. Now we will see the cell organelles, detailed structure of the cell, how their structure is present and what they function performed. Now, first one is the cell membrane. This one is the cell, outer covering of the cell wall, and inside the cell wall the cell membrane is present. This is the cell wall, and inside the cell wall the cell membrane is present. Now we will see in detail cell membrane. The detailed structure of the membrane was first studied the advent of the electron microscope in 1950s. In 1950s, the discovery of the electron microscope is occurred, and after the discovery of the electron microscope, the well-studied cell membrane is discovered or studied. Now, meanwhile, chemical studies on the cell membrane, especially in human red blood cells, RBC, enable the scientists to deduce the possible structure of the plasma membrane. And first of all, the plasma membrane study is done. Where it is done? It is done under the human red blood cell. Where it is done? Under the human blood cells means RBC. Inside the RBC, the well-developed cell plasma membrane is studied by the scientist. This study shows that the cell membrane is composed of the lipid. And after the study, what shows? It shows that the lipids are arranged in a bilayer. Cell membrane is made up of lipids, and how lipids is arranged? It is arranged in the bilayer, means a two layer of the lipids are present, and also the lipids are arranged within the membrane with the polar head towards the outer side and the hydrophobic tail towards the inner part. See, This is the structure of the cell, and inside the cell membrane is present. When we cut the one part of the cell membrane, then we show the structure of the cell membrane. This is the bilayer structure of plasma bilayer structure of the plasma membrane. It consists of the bilayer of the lipids. First, hydro, it consists of the polar head towards the outer side. This is the outer side of the bilayer, and at this side the polar head are present at the outer side, and the hydrophobic tails are present at the inner side. अभी इसमें tail होते हैं, it is present at the inner side. See, these are the hydrophobic tail which is present at the inner side of the lipid bilayer, and it is all present in the plasma membrane. This is the tail, this is the head which is this is the tail, this one is the tail, polar head towards the outer side, and the hydrophobic tail which is present at the inner side. This ensures that non-polar tail of the saturated hydrocarbon is protected from the aqueous environment. And this lipid component of the membrane mainly consists of the phosphoglyceride. और ये component mainly किससे बना होगा? It consists the phosphoglyceride. And now let a biochemical investigation clearly reveal that the cell membrane also possess protein. अभी biochemical investigation और ज़्यादा हुआ, उसका साइंटिस्ट ने उसकी और ज़्यादा स्टडी की है. आफ्टर दिस स्टडी इट इज़ इन्वेस्टिगेटेड दैट और क्लियरली रिवील दैट दी सेल मेम्ब्रेन ऑल्सो पजेस द प्रोटीन एंड कार्बोहाइड्रेट. फर्स्ट क्या डिस्कवर हुआ था? सेल मेम्ब्रेन कंसिस्ट द लिपिड बाइलेयर and which having the hydrophobic tail or the hydrophobic head. Now after the biochemical investigation, it is revealed that cell membrane possesses protein and carbohydrate also. The ratio of protein and the lipid varies considerably in different cell types. There are the different types of the cell present, and in the different types of the cell, different types of protein and the lipids are present. Lipids, proteins and the carbohydrates are present in the cell membrane. In human being, the membrane of the erythrocyte has approximately 52% of protein and 40% of the lipid. 52% protein present है और 40% lipid present है, in which in human being membrane of the erythrocyte. Now, depending on the ease of extraction, membrane protein can be classified as an integral or peripheral. अभी means क्या हो गया? When we extract the cell membrane, how easily it extract depends on the ease of extraction, means how it easily extract. On this basis, the membrane protein can be classified as a integral or peripheral. Now peripheral protein lies on the surface of the membrane. This is the surface of the membrane, and on this membrane the peripheral proteins are present. Which is present? Peripheral protein. Now these peripheral protein are present on the surface of the membrane, while the integral proteins are partially or totally buried in the membrane. और दोनों membrane के inside में protein जो present होता है उसको बोलेंगे integral protein, and which is present at the outer surface, which is called as the peripheral protein. Understand all of you? Now an improved model of the structure of the cell membrane was proposed by the Singer and Nicholson, is the name of the biochemist, and in 1907 they can proposed a model which is known as fluid mosaic model. In this model they can widely propose that the cell membrane structure, see how this structure show. This is the structure. Now see, this is the bilipid layer, this is the hydrophobic head which is present outside the surface, and inside the hydrophilic tail is present. This one is the hydrophilic tail which is present, and this one is the outer side hydrophobic head is present, and this one is the peripheral protein which is present outside the surface, and this one is the integral present which is present at the middle side of this bilayer. Understand all of you? So according to this The calcified fluid nature of lipid enables the lateral movement of protein within the overall bilayer. Calcifluid nature of lipid means a semi-fluid nature of the lipids. It able to move the protein which is present inside the bilayer where it moves overall bilayers. If it moves in lateral movement, who protein moves in laterally in the overall lipid bilayer due to its quasi fluid nature, means its half fluid nature. This ability of within the membrane is measured as a fluidity. That's why it is movement of this ability of protein to move in a bilayer of the lipid. This is called as the fluidity. And this fluid nature of the membrane is also important from the point of view of functions like cell growth, formation of intracellular junction, and secretion of endocytes. This fluid nature of the membrane is important for the point of view of the following functions. And this fluidity of the nature of the membrane, it possesses the different function: formation of the intracellular junction, secretion of the endocytosis, and the cell division. Now, one of the most important function of the plasma membrane is the transport of the molecule across it. Means it can permeate the some molecules to transfer from outside to the cell to the inside and inside to the cell to the outside. This is the important function of this plasma membrane, and this membrane is selectively permeable to some molecule present on either side of it. They can select the members which or molecules which can move from inside to outside or outside to inside, and this many molecule can move briefly across the membrane without any requirement of energy is called as the passive transport. If this molecule can move from both sides, means inside to outside and outside to inside without energy requirement, this movement is called as the passive transport. And the water can move also the across the membrane from higher to lower concentration. अब इस movement में water also move होगा through higher to lower concentration. Now this movement of water by diffusion is called as the osmosis. This is the cell membrane, and the water can move from higher to lower concentration. Then this movement is called as the osmosis. Now, as the polar molecule cannot passes through the non-polar lipid bilayer. This lipid bilayer is the non-polar, but the molecule is polar. That's why the polar molecule cannot transfer from the non-polar lipid bilayer. They require a carrier protein of the membrane to facilitate their transport across the membrane. The non-polar lipid bilayer does not allow the polar molecule to transfer. That's why this polar molecule can require a protein of for their to facilitate the transport को easy करने के लिए, facilitate करने के लिए, they require the protein who polar molecule, because they cannot move from the non-polar bilipid. Understand all of you? A few ions or molecules are transport across the membrane against their concentration gradient, and that is from lower to higher concentration. Such a transport energy dependent process in which ATP is utilized and is called as active transport. Means few ions or molecule transport across the membrane against their concentration gradient, from that is from lower to higher concentration. अभी lower to higher concentration against some ions can move by using an energy dependent process. ATP is in which the ATP is utilized. This procedure is called as the active transport. In this movement, membrane cannot pass without any energy. They require the ATP or energy. That's why they can use the energy like ATP, and this type of transport is called active transport. Now, after the cell membrane, we can study the cell wall. Now, as you may recall, a non-living rigid structure called the cell wall. Rigid means a hard structure are called as cell wall, and this hard structure is non-living. That's why it forms an outer covering for the plasma membrane of the fungi and the plant cell. These form the outer covering of the plasma membrane. This is the plasma membrane, and its outer covering, it is rigid or non-living, is called as the cell wall. Understand? Now, Cell wall not only gives shape to the cell and it protects from the mechanical damage and infection. It also helps cell to cell interaction and provide barrier to undesirable macromolecules. This cell wall not only give the shape to the cell and it also can protect the cell from damage and infection. The cell wall is hard, that's why they cannot break, they cannot damage, and it can also protect from infection. It helps cell to cell interaction and provides barrier to undesirable molecules. जो undesirable molecules होते हैं उसको अवे करता है सेल से. It provides barrier, protect करता है किससे? Undesirable macromolecules which are not necessary for the cell, and that's why they can away from or protect the cell from these macromolecules. Now, algae have a cell wall made up of cellulose, galactons, and mannose and minerals like calcium carbonate, while other plant consist of the cellulose, hemicellulose, pectins, and proteins. Means cell wall in different algae, different plants made up of different molecules. The cell wall of the young plant cell, the primary cell wall, is capable of growth. The cell wall of the young plant cell means in the young plant cell, the cell wall is a primary wall, is capable of growth, which gradually diminished as the cell mature. Initially, when the plant is young, then cell wall is capable of growth, and gradually it get diminished, and then slowly it get that diminished means it get breakdown. Diminish means khatam ho jayegi, and as the cell matures and as the time passes, the cell get matured and the cell wall, secondary wall, is formed on the inner towards the membrane side of the cell. Secondary wall is formed inner side of the cell, and this middle lamella is layer mainly of calcium pectate, and this middle lamella is known as middle lamella, and this medulla is made up of calcium pectate which holds or glues the different neighboring cell together. और इसका एक पर्पस है और एक फंक्शन है which can hold और glues means पेस्ट करना, चिपक जाना, the different neighboring cell together. दो different cell को glue करता है, and this cell दोनों के बीच में कौन है? क्या middle lamella, and now it can paste the hold or glue the different neighboring cell together. So the cell wall and the middle lamella may be traversed by the plasmodesmata which connect the cytoplasm of the neighboring cell. This is the one cell and this is the another cell, and between these two cells the plasmodesmata is this one is like the structure is present, and it connects the cytoplasm of the neighboring cell. The cell wall and the middle lamella, both cell wall and the middle lamella may be traversed by the plasmodata, और इससे क्या होगा? Transferred the plasmodata which can connect the cytoplasm of the neighboring cell. इसका cytoplasm को connect करेगा किसके थ्रू? Plasmodesmata के थ्रू connect करेगा. Understand all of you? Then if you like my videos, then please subscribe my channel. Please like करें, share करें और subscribe करें. And now our last topic of this lesson we will see in our next video. Thank you.